this demonstration we're going to have a look at the Hyper-V settings so we can set up our Hyper-V host in order to be managed and used by our virtual machines. So all we're going to do here is come to the Hyper-V settings screen. Now we're in the Hyper-V settings screen. The first thing we've got up at the top here is just the server settings. So what we can do by default is we can specify where the virtual hard disks go. And we can see that by default, in the case of my server, all of the virtual hard disks for the contents of the virtual machines are going to go to this location here. We can also then decide where the config files go. So again, by default, we can specify where the config files go. Then the user settings, so this is me now in Hyper-V Manager. What do I want to do? So we've got the keyboard settings first of all. So what we're seeing here is by using the Alt and Tab key, what do we actually want this to focus on? So we're going to use this on either the physical machine, on the virtual machine, or we're going to only use on the virtual machine when running in full screen. We've then got the mouse release key. So once we're in the virtual machine console, how do we release the key from the console? And we can do that by using various different options. Then we've got the user credentials. So as we can see here, specify whether or not we want default credentials automatically within the virtual machine connection. And what will happen here is anything that we have as default will be used to log into the virtual machine console. As you can see, by default, we will use the default credentials. Then what we've got, if we do save any credentials, what do we want to do with those credentials once we come out of the virtual machine? So what we may want to do here is delete them. We've then got select reset checkboxes. So most of the wizards that we have in Hyper-V will provide an introductory page, and this will give us an overview of the tasks that the wizard will perform. It'll also tell us as well any links to specific help files. If we decide that we don't want to see these things again the next time we come into the virtual machine manager, what we can do here is we can actually say reset that so we do get the introductory pages. We can do that by clicking reset. Click OK. So as you can see, there's not really a lot we can set on the Hyper-V settings, and that's the end of the demonstration. Thanks.